Howdy. What's going on? It's a long time no see. I'm sure are super excited. I don't see why you wouldn't be. Because I'm pretty excited. Our second ever trivia night. We've done one previously. Did it one maybe? I don't know. But Billy's gonna be here again. He's gonna be playing again. Now that I'm saying that out loud, I'm gonna have to remember again to try and mute myself whenever I read the question with him. Um, we have the same special scorekeeper, Talia. If you want to, that she's in the chat. Wait for her to say something for it. I told her this was gonna happen. I'm surprised she didn't already have something typed out. I told her I was gonna. Yeah, there you go. Talia will be our official scorekeeper side, and yeah. So, welcome to trivia. Those of you who have not played before, I'm going to be reading off some questions and the answers via trivia answers submission form, which I will be posting right now. So if you want to play, I doubt you're just here to watch. That would be very silly. But if you're playing, Billy was a little bit busy for a second. I'm going to check and see if he's back. Billy, you back?
I'm back.
All right, Billy's back. All right. Billy, say hi to the people that probably miss you.
Hi to the people that miss me. Fuck you people who don't.
All right, perfect. So in the Smackatalk tab in the Discord, I will be posting the form. There you go. So that form I just posted, keep that handy. It'll work on your phone, it'll work on your laptop, whatever. You're going to keep using that form every question. For each one, you'll just put your name, whatever the answer is, and hit submit. And then to get ready for the next question at the end, just hit the submit another response, and it'll take you back to the main screen. So the way the point system is going to go, there's going to be 3 rounds, each with 4 questions. At the end of each round, we'll tally up the scores and see where our top people are. And the way the scoring is going to work, it's going to be the same as last time. You get 1 point guaranteed just for answering. So just for submitting an answer within the 60-second time limit, you will get 1 point. You will get a second point if that answer is the correct answer. And you will get a third point if you are the first person to submit that correct answer. So if the questions end up being a little easy or something, it's all about speed at that point. All right. Any questions at that point? Billy, Ryan says he.
Yeah, don't fuck you.
Oh. All right then. I don't know why that's. I see your answer. I see your response to him in like the chat, like on the screen chat, but I don't see it on the right. That's why I said something.
I see it in both.
Weird. Okay. An hour. That's the mute button. Got that. Making sure you could mute myself. Questions? Yeah, see, Ryan doesn't either. I don't see your dots. I don't. Oh, now I see your dots on the right. I got you. All right. So first question, which again you'll have 60 seconds from the time that I finish.
Are we talking about subjects first, or just?
Say it again.
Are we talking about like subjects first, or anything, or just?
I would say round 1 is okay. Yeah, I will say round 1 is real life NFL related. So none of this is none of these first 4 questions are going to be league related.
Okay.
So the first question of Trivia Night 2 is how many minutes are in each half of an NFL game? How many minutes are in each half of an NFL game?
Oh, dog.
All right. Back. Started off with a bit of a softball, but I can already say gonna be real tough for Billy here. Find something to talk about for about 60 seconds while I get these.
Oh yeah, because I was not prepared for this whatsoever. So I guess we can just ask the people who weren't involved in the mid-season draft, what one did you want the most? So if you weren't able to pick, which one did you find most valuable? Did you agree with me with Hotel? Did you agree with Jeff on Alpha? I know that there are probably many varying values to different people on each one. Slacker? Bruh. Bravo or Hotel? Bravo or Hotel? I can respect that. I think those were a little higher on my list. I can go take a little look. And if you guys would like, I'll just share my list. I can just copy and paste that straight in the chat. Oh my God, no, I can't. I'm just going to read them out loud because it just matched it all into one large word, and I'm not going through that. I had for my top 5 Hotel, Kilo, India, Bravo, and Lucky. My bottom 5 from the worst to the best: Alpha, Golf, Juliet, Charlie, Echo. Alpha or Hotel? Wanted Hotel or
What you
Bravo?
managed to talk about during that time, since that was uninteresting question to.
Are you really shooting down what I want to talk about? Oh no, you're talking about the
I'm
question. Never
asking
mind.
what
Okay,
did you?
I thought
My
you were
headphones are off.
making fun of what I said. I asked the people who weren't involved in the mid-season draft what they valued most in a pick out of those picks, and a few hotels out there. Yeah,
I got
Hotels
news.
or Bravos.
I got news, and I'm going to call this
Yeah.
person out. One person got this wrong. You know who you are. Own up to it in the chat, or I'm going to call you out. I will say the person. I'm not going to go through who everyone who got it right every time. I'm just going to tell you who got it right first, so who got the extra point. And in that round, the person who got the extra point is Tyler.
There you go, buddy.
Props for that strong start. Last chance.
Him and I tied last time.
All right. Well, if he's not going to come out and say it, Hater thinks the answer is 24 minutes.
Rip.
And everybody else got it right at 30 minutes.
Isn't the NBA 12-minute quarters?
Maybe. Probably right.
You've been playing too much 2K.
Responses, accepting new ones.
Yep.
So that one is.
NBA is 12 minutes each.
All right. So let's move on to the next question. Who was the? Oh, I want to be very clear on something really quick. There are no rules as it comes to like looking things up. I don't care. You have a minute to do it. So if you have sources, like I don't feel like you're like cheating or something. If you have like Google, Daddy Leagues, the Mad League, or whatever at any point, I don't care. I can't enforce it. So why would I? Why would I pretend that that's? I might as well allow it for everybody. Um, that's why you get the extra point for being the one to submit it first. So anyway, question number 2 for round 1. Who was the first NFL team to win back-to-back Super Bowls? Who was the first NFL team to win back-to-back Super Bowl? All right. I will guys very soon. Billy, take it away.
Oh goodness. I you know what? I should have spent that minute preparing myself a little more. Um how confident are you guys in your general NFL knowledge? Because mine is pretty bottom of the barrel, and I am literally just using Google. Like I guessed at the 30 and I was like, I feel like that's pretty confident. I feel pretty good about that one. And then for this one, I definitely had to go back and look. And off my Google search, this could get interesting. I don't know what Josh has put as the answer, but what I'm reading here is that the Green Bay Packers won Super Bowls 1 and 2, but at the time it was called the AFL NFL Championship game. And then oh no, because they would have done it again in 67 and 68 under coach Vince Lombardi. Okay, never mind. Cowboys. Oh no, I don't see the Cowboys on this list ever. Oh, 93 and 94, but multiple teams before that did.
I'm back. Correct answer?
If you told me to guess without looking it up, Steelers would have been my. I would have guessed Steelers
Fair.
sometime back when they would have done it.
The
Because
correct
don't they
answer
have
was
the most
Packers.
championships?
Correct answer was the Packers, and they actually won the first 2 Super Bowls. So the first 2 Super Bowls were back to back.
Yeah, the first, according to SI.com, would be the Pack. They were the first team to do it, and the first team to do it twice.
And yeah.
Wow, the Steelers did in 75 and 76, and then 79 and 80. That's pretty damn impressive thinking like in the real world of sports that oftentimes you see these teams loaded up for like a short period of time with that window to really win, probably like in a 4-year window. Sometimes like you get a Falcons who really just kind of get that one shot and then afterwards they die. And obviously the NFL would have been a bit different back then. But to think that they did it 75-76, which is already an incredible feat to win back to back. And then they do it again just 3 years later. That's not a lot of time to like truly retool and like
dude, you've been cutting me off. I forgot to unmute myself to you, so I keep trying to say everyone else can hear me, and it sounds like you're just talking over me every time I try to talk. I totally forgot Billy couldn't hear me. Okay, so I was like, on that last one, I was a little pissed. I was like, okay, I'm really trying to assert myself this time. Like, I'm not stopping talking, and you didn't either. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Okay,
This dude's taking over my
I was
stream.
like, you know what? Fuck it. You come up with the question. So the person who submitted first, yes, it was the Packers. Oh, you know what's funny is when I first started talking and I said Packers back to back, it sounded like you gave me time. You said something, and then when I said it, you were like, yeah, the Packers, but you were answering someone in the chat. So that was fucking wild. Okay. Anyway,
I'm
so
excited
yes,
to go
it
back
is
and
the
listen to that.
Packers. It was the first 2 Super Bowls were the Packers. So the first 2 were the back to back. The person who submitted it first and got see, Brain said I was about to say Billy, shut the fuck up. That's
you,
totally
Brain.
my fault. Josh Dyer got the first one submitted. That was correct.
He's
Okay. That was great. I'm gonna have to not mess that. Funny though. The reason why I was so convinced and it was totally thrown off because for the whole first like 2 minutes I was talking and you were giving me the right timing and answering accordingly. It was weird. All right, so next question. Okay, so I'm muted again. Okay. Question number 3 of round 1. Where? I'll be more specific just so there's no confusion. What city and state is the Pro Football Hall of Fame located? What city and state is the Pro Football Hall of Fame located? All right, Billy, take it away.
You cut out. What'd you say?
I said take it away.
Submission page was locked forever.
It was locked for like the first like 10 seconds. Chill. Chill. It's still not even locked. So if it stopped anyone from doing their shit, it's still open. So whatever.
Are working. Coming in strong here. I put Canton, Ohio. That it seemed like a relatively softball question. Has anyone ever been there? I don't know if we have anyone in Ohio. I feel like we don't have anyone in the league in Ohio. I feel like I have a decent grasp on like where people are across the U.S. But has anyone ever been to the football fame? I've been to the NHL Hall of Fame in Toronto, and that was pretty fucking sick. Yeah, it did the same for you. I'm so glad, man. Thank you guys for confirming. Put Dallas. Oh no, Ribs.
Yeah, he's the only one who got it wrong. I think. Pretty sure.
Had to guess on it. Rip the internet. I will say, coming from the winner of the last one, it is worth it to not get the point for being the first to submit the correct answer to make sure that you just submit the correct.
All right. So
Mad football knowledge? Me too, Ribs. Me too.
first person to submit was Billy.
Hey.
Got it right. And it looks like everybody else got it right except Ribs. I was playing Homer over here. It is thinks his Cowboys are all that.
They got
It was
pretty
Canton,
fun.
Ohio. Question number 4. Fucking funny. Question number 4. You have to refresh it. Anybody who says the things I like, you just gotta refresh it. Like I'm hitting the thing. If it takes a second, it takes a second. Just that's Google Forms for you. Not fucking locked. Question number 4. What city and state is the Cowboys' home stadium located in? What city and state is the Cowboys' home stadium located in? All right, Billy. I'm just gonna say from now on, I'm not gonna come back and like swing you back in. I can actually start counting while they're coming in because it keeps the order. So from now on, when you see the timer's over, just know you're good to come in, and this will go a lot faster.
Okay. Am I supposed to be talking now or no? All right, yeah, I guess I am. This is one of those like the answer seems too obvious if you don't actually know. So I had to Google it. I came up with Arlington, Texas. It's one of those things when Josh is like, "What team do the Dallas Cowboys or what city do the Dallas Cowboys play in?" It's like, "Well, I fucking know it's not Dallas now." Thought it was Dallas. Yes, Billy. Yes, you are. You dummy. Yeah. Well, whatever. I don't know. I feel like I got that wrong. It felt too easy. Yeah, if you pick Dallas, too easy. You don't know how to spell the city named after the other city in the American Civil War burial ground? Fucking Texas schools will help Braden with that. Maybe they aren't failing us too hard. So what? I didn't even know that was a thing. So it's named after a city in Virginia. So there's another Arlington, like Virginia. Gonna look that up. Arlington, Virginia. That's the first one that comes up. Damn, that is close to DC. That's like right next to DC. Okay. Texas, not original. I've been educated, or I've been, and I educated myself. Robert E. Lee has a house there.
I'm back.
So I'm guessing from our last conversation, no one went to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. No one said they.
What?
I asked people last time if anyone's been to the football, like the Pro Football Hall of Fame. No one answered, so I'm guessing no one has.
All right. So correct answer, yes, was Arlington, Texas, and yes, Ribs, you are pathetic. That is your team. I feel like you should at least know where you're playing.
Did he answer first though?
No.
Ah.
Person who answered first was Hater, and he got it wrong. But Dallas. Person who answered first correctly was Billy.
Bang. Thanks, Google.
I don't have point totals here, but that's not a big deal, I guess. I guess I'm gonna get point totals in just a second here. I wasn't going to do all of them. I'm just going to give you the top 3. Tally only sent me the top 3 names. Give me the point. And then we'll move on to round 2.
Round numero dos.
Billy is in the lead with 10 points. Dyer right behind him with 9. And then there is a way tie with 8 points between Tyler, Jeff, Chad. So there you go.
I feel like me, Tyler, and Dyer being at the top is just like last time.
Sounds about right. Oh.
I have you muted? What are you talking about?
Was he reaching? So he's trying to talk to you and you ignored him?
I don't think so.
All right, well, moving on to round 2, and I can say this round is all in some way, shape, or form league related.
Heck yeah.
First question.
Fuck the NFL.
First question of round 2. There has only been 1 week this season where every single game was played with no force wins, forced losses, or fair sims. What week was that? There has only been 1 week this entire season where every single game has been played with no force wins, no force losses, or sims. What week was that?
Wow. That was quite a tough question. And I'm not sure if anyone would really know that answer. Or, oh my God. Oh no. Well, I feel dumb. I actually had Madden open and I went to look. I won't ruin what the answer is, but I feel real dumb about that. No Sims, and no forces. It's not week 2. I had an edge because I took like 6 force losses. Oh my God. So yeah, fucking Jeff just got to guess what week he played. Oh, I ignored you on that you had been there. When did you say that? Right? Did I just? I went when I was 16. God damn it, Billy.
What's up?
I feel dumb. I had Madden open. I didn't even get the answer right.
What was your advice to people? As someone who had won, what was your advice for people?
Make sure that you get it right before you answer first. I felt like I think I should be one of the people who answered last because I was running low on time.
Correct. The correct answer was actually the first week of the season.
Yep.
And the first person to get that right, Robert Taylor.
There you go.
Congrats. He was actually the third person to submit, but the two people before got it wrong.
Fuck you for making me have to speed set up my PlayStation.
Yeah, like worker. I mean, he's probably at work.
Oh my god.
Was it a wait? In a minute, he was able to set it up. Unless you have a PlayStation 5, I'm calling bullshit.
I'm calling bullshit. I think he just means that he's going to have it open for the rest of the questions.
Yeah, it probably makes more sense. All right. Moving on to question number 2 of round 2. Got to mute. Question number 2, round 2. What are the names of the two teams that played in the Smack Bowl Invitational? What are their names of the two teams that played in the Smack Bowl Invitational?
So maybe we can just take this moment to appreciate the invitation. I know not everyone knows the amount of work that goes in on the back end of that. If you really think about the nitty gritty and creating two rosters, recreating all the players with those attributes on each roster, Josh has found his way to be like the most efficient with his time about it. But like this was huge. When he like sold it on how big it was going to be, I don't think it fell short at all. Now we saw an absolute stomping in it, which was pretty wild. But I think it's spectacular. You didn't even guess? Yeah, that I mean, were you Yeah, you were here for it. I guess if you really didn't pay much attention at all, it would be tough. I know that I spent a ton of time watching it. I remember I had my 2 lists up, taking my notes. I had each team name on the top, and putting in that effort obviously helped a ton with this question. But has
What's this dude
anyone
mean he
noticed?
didn't even guess?
What?
Chat. See, I didn't even guess. You
Yeah.
threw away a point.
Oh, yeah, true. I forgot. You just answer, you
There
get
are
a point.
people who that round submitted I don't know, and they got a point. So keep that in mind.
Also, quick, just for the little Billy segment, has everyone looked at the quarterbacks in this next draft? And that's it.
First person to get that one right was Chris Tillotson.
Ooh wee.
The answer is, and if you hate my pronunciation, don't fuck with me. Doing what the game says, what I say in the game, but it's the Celtic Tigers, not Celtic Tigers, and the Voyagers. He did both to get it right.
If there is one for this year, there is one this year. It ain't going away. You know what I should do? I should just draft one of the fucking team. Every player
I
on
am
it.
the Celtic Tigers.
I am the Celtic Tigers.
Don't be the Voyagers, not after last year.
Oh no, never again. Never betting on those motherfuckers.
Okay. But on to question 3. Question 3 in round 2. How many CPU teams are currently in the league? How many CPU teams are currently in the league?
The Celtic Cougars, you say? Hater. So unfair. I don't have Madden open. Open it, dude. You have to equip yourself with every tool to succeed. That means Daddy League. That means Google. That means Madden. Are they going to give you every answer? No. But you know what? They give you some. And I'm hoping this time, Jeff, you submitted something. It could be anything. It could be any answer. It could literally be your secret word banana again. And you get a point. Daddy Leagues is often wrong. Daddy Leagues can help in other ways. I'm not saying you go Daddy Leagues for the say all end
I
all.
don't think you can get the answer for this from Daddy, right?
No, but if someone doesn't have Madden open and they're just looking for
Yeah,
something,
you can get a
you
good
can
idea.
look at top and you can just
updated.
run by the teams and
It's
and go through if you know that's a CPU or not to help you count. It's an option.
so the correct answer is 5.
Bang.
Person who got it right first and gets the extra point, I am very proud to say, is my co-commissioner Braden. Glad he's on top of it and he knows it. I'm very disappointed in our president for getting this wrong. But obviously it's not his job. It's not, he's the discipline guy. Remember, he's the discipline guy.
Yeah, everyone remember that.
So yeah, that's
not
the
president,
answer is 5, and Braden got it correct first.
Good job, bro.
Did you know that one, or did you look at? Or did you have to check Madden?
I thought there were 4, and then I checked Madden, and I was glad I checked.
Anyone who said
I forgot
4 and felt like they knew the answer, like they actually did know it, and they didn't know that Matt Olive Garden dude gone. That was only happened like 2 advances ago, so recent one. That cleared out. All right. Last question for round 2, and then we'll have our third and final round. And before our third and final round, I'll let you know. What teams are open? Ravens, Browns, Bears, Chargers,
Bucks.
Bucks. Question number 4, final question for round 2. How many touchdown passes did Dante Yippee throw in the Smacka Bowl Invitational? How many touchdown passes did Dante Yippee throw in the Smacka Bowl Invitational?
That's a tough one that you can't just look up. And from my memory, I believe he threw 3. I believe Rose had 2, and I think Leviathan had 1. Because I remember Rose had a big game. And I remember Leviathan had a good game. You were torn between 3 and 4. I do remember, and this is what helped me determine if it would be like 3 or not, is the score was 30-0. I do remember that score. So that would mean if it was 4 touchdowns, I don't think there were any extra points missed.
I'm back.
That would mean that they would have had to get a safety in the game, and Adams wouldn't have been able to score a rushing touchdown, which I believe he did.
Are we still
We were just talking about this question. It's a tough one that you can't just look up. It's something that like you had to try to remember.
So second. So the final score was 30-0. Anybody who watched that game remembers that very well. And just so there's no like question or whatever, I've got the moment where on screen it shows how many passing touchdowns he had at the time. That over quick.
I'm nervous.
And it is on the screen. Now.
Fuck Cole slow.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his
I like that
favorite
nickname.
target yet again. It's complete.
I like the typo. No!
He only threw 2 touchdown passes
Son of a bitch.
in that game.
So is Rose and Leviathan then? Fuck.
So the answer was 2. The first person to get that right was Chad. And that concludes our second round.
That round sucked ass.
Which means our current situation with our top 3 is First place is Billy with 16. Second place is Chris Tillotson with 15. And third place is Dyer with 14.
God,
That's how
Chris had a good round.
That's about as close as that one gets.
How am I cheating? I got it wrong.
If there is any doubt that I'm not muting myself and you're getting a head start, then how that first one went, where you were just constantly talking over me endlessly, that should be your evidence. Let me clear these out. And before we go into our third and final round,
I just realized I didn't even have this on live. Oh my God.
So you were behind.
I was behind the entire time.
So the prizes, there's going to be two options this time. And first play will be as simple as first place picks which one they get, and runner up will get the second one. The first prize is to protect 2 players from any form of regression this offseason. That includes dev trait. If the dev trait goes down, goes right back. And same thing with any attributes that went down. The other option is to reduce a player's age by 3 years.
Ooh.
So whoever wins gets to pick between the two. Second place will get the runner-up one, whatever one's left.
This is some solid. Well, I mean, personally, one of them means nothing to me, but I can definitely see how it has a lot of value to everyone else.
Moving on. That would have paired nice with Alpha. That is true.
Very true.
That is very true. Brain fart. What I'm supposed to do right now. Okay, so all right, so we're gonna move on to the final round and the first question. The first question of the final round. There have been 26 banners hung in honor of SBFL champions. How many of those banners currently have no PlayStation names featured on them? There have been 26 banners hung in honor of SBFL champions. How many of those banners currently have no PlayStation names on them?
Daddy leagues won't be helpful, says Brayden. Guess what? Daddy leagues was useful there. And I'm interested to see what Josh could argue the answer would be. I think if someone puts a certain answer, they have an argument for why it could be their answer. But the two that do not are the Falcons, who won the first Super Bowl. And I believe they don't have it up there just because Josh just forgot who he was entirely. No idea who he was. And the other one is kind of don't say his name around and kind of has the most boring banner up there, the Chicago Bears, because Kevin Papke kind of went off the deep end and threatened Josh's family. Long story short, for those of you who weren't here during that time, it got wild. And I'm not sure if everyone paid a lot of attention, but maybe one of those PSN names is wrong. So
that obviously does not
either.
come into account for this question.
Okay, I was gonna say someone could make an argument.
You can make
if they put the number 3.
It doesn't say the correct one. So the answer was 2. The only 2 that do not feature a name is the first one, and I don't know what number that is, but
we'll go with 11.
Bears. All the other ones have a name featured.
Jam is number 10.
I'm sure there's something else. Person who submitted the correct answer first was Braden.
Good job, Braden. And yeah, Jeff, it was over Madden, and Hater noticed. Hater sees it.
All right. Question number 2 of the final round. Who was drafted first overall in the most recent SBFL draft? Who was drafted first overall in the most recent SBFL draft?
I was getting scared during this one. I went into a pure panic. I was like, who had the first pick? Chiefs? No. Seahawks? I knew they were tanking, and I was like, I need to go to like daddy leagues and like look at the teams, and then it just hit me. I was like, oh yeah, I talked to this person a whole lot about that first pick. And I am very happy that I did now. And it hit me afterwards. And thank you, Tyler Tillotson, for talking to me so much about it. How many questions in this total? I don't know. I was wondering the same thing. But yeah, it is the linebacker biggie. I know I'm kind of stealing Josh's thunder of announcing the correct answer, but Tyler did in the chat, so I didn't even fucking do it first. So I won't take responsibility for stealing the thunder. But I don't even remember who was the first pick the year before. Would that have been the Chiefs with cornerback? Okay. You went with Yippee? No, Yippee was taken like somewhere in the second
I feel
round.
like any
no one
like
needs a
other
quarterback.
actual draft, he probably would have went first. Yippee.
Should have.
I mean, if people needed quarterbacks at the time, then yeah. Correct answer, BJ Biggie, drafted by the Texans.
Yippee.
I want to say Hater. The correct answer was not Game Puss.
But it got a point, and that's all that matters.
Braden also submitted My Internet Went Out. Which
well,
is really strange
no
because it
point.
takes the internet to submit that, but move on. Question number 3 in the final round.
You're not muted. Okay, now you're muted.
I had to open it up. Question number 3 of this final round. If did things open? If it's not, just refresh. It's definitely open. Question number 3 in the final round. If you break the 40-point rule, how long can one of your players be suspended for? If you break the 40-point rule, how long can one of your players be suspended for?
The 40-point rule. The rule that I think throughout the history of this league has been changed the most. Often not broken. It was broken quite a bit. I don't want to say quite a bit, but once in a while. Like maybe a couple, maybe 3 times a season when it was first implemented. You don't see it broken like at all. I don't remember the last time it was broken. It is kind of because we opened it up a bit and made it in the conference rather than the division. Before it was never, then it was in the division, now it's in the conference, and I think there was never one in the playoff games.
I'm back.
But this is also why it'd be useful to have Discord up. So to Hater and Ryan, who are complaining that they have not gotten an answer right, I don't believe a lot of the people who are getting these answers right know these off the top of their head. It's all about using your resources. So, guys.
That's what I said at the
Madden.
beginning. I said whatever resources are open to you.
So just maybe for next time. People are saying they're not going to do the next trivia because they haven't gotten one right. Just get the resource.
I'm sure the people who are doing well and using the resource are happy to hear you participating.
Now, if you were in middle school or something and your teacher said there's an open book test, would you be the one who shows up without their book? No.
I'd be the one who forgot their book.
Oh my God.
So, the correct answer was 2. This is embarrassing. But the only person to get it wrong is our league president.
The disciplinary
guy.
Oh my goodness. Is everyone taking notes?
Rich, come on, man.
Talks are
Come
just
on,
campaign
Rich.
trails for me. That's all.
Person who got it right first was Tyler. Congrats to Tyler for the extra point.
Good job. Bud.
All right.
Oh my God, rip president, fire him, fire him.
Ribs.
Mad funny.
Final question. Go. Final question of the final round. What word has the most syllables in the most recent Smackable Updates tweet? What word has the most syllables in the most recent Smackable Updates tweet?
So, for sure, not a question people would have gotten right without using a source. And I follow the Twitter, and I know Hater follows it. I know Ribs follows it very closely. They're often on there liking the stuff, getting the alerts. If you aren't doing that and you're not using it like for the draft and everything, heavily suggest you do. It's great for that. But I actually spent a good chunk of time today thinking this tweet was information on the draft. And as many of you know how valuable this next draft is to me, I thought it was a code, and I put in a lot of time into cracking what this code could possibly mean. And I am going to take a screenshot of my notes to show you guys how in depth I went on this to try to figure out what the hell it could be. And I'll post it in the Discord general chat. Excellently joined League Chillin'. But I'm back now. I wanted to click League Chat. And if you guys hop over there, those are my notes of each word spelt vertically to see if any of those letters typed out a name somewhere in there. And then at the bottom, I put the number of letters in each one, thinking maybe there's a code somewhere in there. Then I started thinking maybe those numbers spell out words that you would use. None of you young people are going to get this. But back on your old phones, you used to have to text by hitting a number multiple times on a keypad on your phone. So those letters at the very bottom are correlating to the numbers above. And that is how damn in-depth I went in to try to crack this fucking draft code of what I thought it was, but here I am. It's actually the fucking last question. It relates to the last question in this damn trivia. A lot of wasted time there. Hey, at least I didn't waste my mid-season draft pick on Alpha. Sometimes you win.
What'd I miss?
Sometimes you lose, and sometimes you lose real hard.
What did I miss?
All I did was lose. I shared all of the details into me trying to crack the goddamn code of that tweet, thinking it was to the draft, thinking it was going to spell out a name of a player in the draft, trying to figure out the numbers, the values, applying those numbers.
It was like the secret code, and he messaged me, and he's like, I can't figure it out. I was like, I don't. So he's like, you point me in the right direction. I'm like, all right, I'll point you in the right direction. Stop. And I meant literally stop. Like, stop trying to figure it out.
But then my fucking mind takes that, like, okay, when I think code and I hear the word stop, when it comes to like Morse code, like the beep 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 beep, stop.
He thought I was pointing him toward Morse code.
Stop.
I'm like, no, I mean literally stop trying to figure it out. It's not a code.
I posted my screenshot in the fucking Discord. Oh my god.
That's great. Okay. So
how stupid do I think young people are?
Really?
Very.
I'm muted. Jerk. I have to say, what made me laugh during that round very heavily. I don't know if it was actually this round or last round. I don't remember now. But when when Ribs said this will not be a smooth transition of power, I fucking died. All right. So welcome.
Never seen so much fraud in my.
Welcome, Trivia Night 2, where it's hosted by someone who loves chaos. So, I am going. All right, we'll do it like this. Talia, message me the top 5 people. Huh? Anybody who's tied for 1 through 5th, I guess. Or is that a bunch of tied for like? If there's people tied in like the. How many people are in the top 3? Like top 3, including ties. All right, that'll work. Send me those 5 names. So the way this is gonna work is this game is currently over for almost everybody. In this next one, so get your I'm gonna open up the mission thing. Yeah. Actually, I would need points. Next part. Actually, you would just need it. Whatever, just names is fine. Actually, before I go on, origami. Almost forgot to give the answer, but origami was was that one. And the person who got it first was actually Hater.
Good job, Hater.
All right, so for this last one, if I read off your name in a second here, once I get these sent to me, that means that you are somewhere in the top 5. All it means. Not going to be in any particular order. Read them randomly. And out of these top 5 people, what I'm going to do is there's going to be a question that it would be pretty much impossible for you to answer correctly. It's going to be like similar to like a tiebreaker question. But what you're going to do is you're going to tell me in your answer how many of your points you want to gamble on this final question. You can submit nothing. I mean, submit something, because I definitely need you to submit something, just so I know you at least saw it. So these 5 people that I read off submit something. So these 5 people will be Chris Tillotson, Josh Dyer, Billy, Tyler Tillotson, and Braden. I will say that all of you But the person that is in, I guess that information is not necessary actually. God, how do I do this? Because how much I don't want to like tell them exactly how much they have of like a lead, but I also want them to know exactly how many points. Actually, I got it. I'm about to message those 5 people how many points they have. You're not gonna know where that puts you, but you're gonna know how many points you have to work with. So give me a second.
Are you guys nervous? Because I'm a little nervous. I'm a bit nervous about this. Oh boy. All right, everyone else, just tell me what you're betting, and that'll help me determine what I'm about to bet. That'd be cool. Tyler, you and I have been in this situation where double or nothing hater. Going balls deep, I like it. I really like that. Or you're a wimp, true. If you don't double down, you bitch. Oh, what could this question possibly be? Similar to the last one. I don't even remember what the last. It was like the total number of trades. Bet at all? I mean, I don't know if there's another way to do it.
Okay, so I have messaged all 5 people, waiting for them to all for sure see it. 5 people would be Chris Tillotson, Josh Dyer, Billy, Tyler, and Braden. You all now know how many points you have. Message me back how much you are wagering on this. You do not get to hear the question before you choose your wager. I'm going to mute myself while I take these wagers down and put them or give them to Talia.
This is hard. This is scary. Is this thing working? What do you mean? Sorry if I go quiet here. This is intense. I don't know what this is nerve-wracking. Oh, I hear you. Okay, cool. Yeah, we kind of just went quiet. Josh went quiet to track all the bets, and I went quiet because I fucking bet.
Okay. Well, y'all got balls. That's all I'm going to say. Y'all ballsy.
Go hard in the
Now
paint.
again, I told you what kind of question this was before any of you did this. And so it should be very clear that it's not like a question. It's going to be like the tiebreaker question, or it's not something you're just going to know the answer to. So the way this is going to go is whoever is the closest to the correct answer will win that round. So we'll see how that goes for people. This won't be timed, and for question safety's sake, make sure there's no issues. I am closing the submission page, and you will submit your answer to me directly. So whatever message we sent, whatever, wherever I messaged you, that's where you're going to submit your answer. And I'll still put the timer up, but yeah.
So wait, it is or is not?
Huh?
It is or is not timed? You said it isn't timed?
I mean, I'll put the timer up just as like
Okay.
a thing, but I'm not gonna like cut you off at the end about roughly how much time you'll have. Yeah. So give me just 1 second. I want to make sure I get this right.
Fuck, you boys nervous? I'm nervous. Either have to gamble it all or like 1 or 2 points. Kind of the way she goes. Kind of the way she goes.
All right. Yeah, I guess that really doesn't matter because it gets it first. But I want to make sure I add this to the beginning because obviously I had to prepare for this. I couldn't do this all like immediately before trivia started or whatever. So technically the numbers would be a little bit different at this exact moment. So this is as of the moment I did this. So as of week 9, how many points have all SBFL defenses allowed combined? As of week 9, how many points have all SBFL defenses allowed combined? Say it's time. It wouldn't make any sense to leave this up here forever. So when this timer's up, you better have your answer.
I won't lie, you fucked me with the time thing. I was trying to like go slow, methodical, sort my own little thoughts out here, and I do not like my answer now that I see it.
I've got. Okay. So give me a second. I'm gonna go and figure this out and get with Talia, the scorekeeper. Be right back.
Oh my god. Yeah, my answer is absolute dog shit. Just pure panic. Just fucking 20 seconds left. Get told, nope, no time anymore. That's some shit. Genuinely unhappy about a fucking halfway or over halfway through being told no more. Well, I lost. I absolutely lost. There's no fucking way this answer is anywhere close to what it needs to be. I'm upset.
Okay, I need some honesty here. When I read this off, and no trolling in the chat, please, because I really want to get this right. When I read off the question. Did I say the closest to the answer, or did I say the closest to the answer without going over?
I believe you said just closest to the answer.
Okay, just making sure. That's all.
Yeah, which just fucks me more. God fucking damn it. Like, why in the middle of it does it turn from, oh yeah, there's really no time, like, just try to be reasonable about it, or whatever. You think you went too low? I guarantee I went way too fucking low. Oh my god. Because I look at the clock and I see like 10 seconds, and I'm like, well, fuck, is he just gonna say your fucking submission doesn't count after? Ah. Well, I'm gonna try to go back and hear what he said. You're definitely 3,000 too low. My ass literally just panicked and typed numbers. If you went over 1,000, you beat me. I put 850. Like, I know that it's like somewhere in like the like. It's gotta be so much, because there's like it has to be so much more, because that's 9 weeks of 32 teams playing. This is like
I have submitted the information to the scorekeeper, and she will get back with me.
That's 288 games. And I was going to try to guess that there are like 25 points per game. Yeah, my guess probably would have been 7,200 had I not been told that in 10 seconds I'm out of time. I was literally working through that. Your answer is 10,300. My real guess would have been 7,200. It was just points scored, Ryan.
To be fair, I specifically said how many points have the SBFL defenses allowed. Just to keep that, that's just a food for thought, or a little piece of extra. Like a pick six wouldn't have counted toward the stat that I went off of.
Well, maybe my guess is a little better.
Defensive touchdowns would not have counted. And I honestly don't know if it would have counted special teams like field goals.
Well, it was points allowed by defense.
So I'm not gonna lie, with how big these wagers were, which I was not expecting to be the common theme here.
You cut out.
I was saying, with how big these wagers were, I was not expecting that to be a common theme. So I wouldn't even be surprised if this results in ties as well. I have information coming in.
I feel like a safe answer is still somewhere between like 5,000 or like between 6,000 and 7,000. 9 weeks, 32 teams, everybody. I know there are some bye weeks sprinkled in there. If you do 9 weeks, 32 teams, that's 288 games. If you guess that each team probably scores, 3 touchdowns a game? And if he's trying, like, we don't know if the stat includes the field goals or whatever, that's literally just like on average. There are some games that go above it. There are definitely some games that go below it, but you would multiply that by like I don't know.
So I'll let you
18?
know where I got my information from in case you happen to know how it counts exactly, and you'll see why I specifically said defenses. I got this from the stats page because on offense it shows points per game, which I didn't want to do because I wanted a more concrete number for sure. And then on the defensive side, it says points allowed. So I'm under the assumption that that is how many points the defense allowed. Because it's under like the defensive stat. But either way, that just so it's clear of where this number is coming from, this is going to be all of the defensive points allowed combined, according to Madden, week 9.
And fuck, that guess of 25 is still just a little low. But even if you just do the 25, it's 5,184. Seems like a pretty good guess, but divide that by that 18 again. So let's multiply it by like, I don't know, 24. So 4 touchdowns a game or whatever. 6,912. So 7,000. Still a good guess on that.
All right. So just to be clear of how this result is going to go, I kind of had to do a little mini debate in my head, but I realized I kind of didn't really, I guess it's kind of sloppy. I didn't really plan exactly how this was going to end. So this is only going to be out of these top 5 people. So just to be clear, if you bid points, this isn't suddenly going to put you below someone who wasn't involved in this top 5 thing. So this is literally just like a top 5 battling it out for the top 5 spots. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so whoever like was not included in this is not going to suddenly jump up to like second place or something because people bid too much or something. Those people are out. So the correct answer, actually, here are the answers submitted. Billy submitted 850 points.
Joke. Or
Braden submitted 10,000 points.
Seems a bit high. Maybe I'm wrong.
Dyer submitted 5,000 points.
Good guess.
And to backtrack a little bit, Billy wagered 23 of his points.
23 of 24.
Was that just so I can read those? Oh, yeah, perfect. Oh, thank God. I was jumping between chats and thankful she had it written down. All right, so I'll go through it really quick just because it's on here now that's in front of me. Billy wagered 23 points and bid 850. Braden guessed 10,000 and he wagered 20, which was all of his points. Dyer wagered 21 points and he guessed 5,000. Tyler guessed 2,600.
A little low.
And wagered 10. And then last would be Chris Tillotson, who wagered 5,450. Or he guessed 5,450 and wagered 20. The correct answer was 8,432. That means the closest was Braden with his 10,000 submission. That gives him That gives him, out of the top 5, a total of 40 points. Unfortunately, Dyer, Chris Tillotson, and Billy, you all wagered just about everything. Chris Tillotson and Billy both were left with 1 point. Dyer, you are unfortunately left with 0. And Tyler, you saved your ass by only bidding 10 because that gives you 11 to finish. And that makes Braden our grand prize winner and Tyler our second place winner. Congratulations to the two of you. Billy, can I ask the logic behind the bid? Because obviously I can't ask everybody. Like, right?
Because I panicked. I am pretty damn displeased
everything?
that with 10 or 15 seconds left, I'm told, hey,
I didn't say
you
the
know
guess.
what?
Hey,
Change
I
of
didn't
heart.
guess. No. You misunderstood and you're freaking out over the wrong thing. I'm asking about the bid, not the guess.
Oh. I wanted 1 point left. I figured if everyone fucking bids it out and only one person can get it right, 1 point looks good.
Well, you were right. That's what everyone did, but Tyler took that logic in the other direction and did not bid nearly as much as everyone else.
I was going to bid 1 or I was going to bid 23.
If you had bid 1, you got in your second place.
If I would have gotten another 15 seconds, I would have gotten it right.
Well, I'm not going to act like you're the only one. Let's say, no, fuck you. You're the only one who guessed 850, okay? Everyone had the same amount of time and we were in the thousands. And you're the one who's
because it was a literal panic. Because I know that I am behind on watching this stream in relation to your submission, and I'm not going to be the motherfucker who didn't get an answer in.
Oh man, everybody. Okay, I mean everybody heard it at the same time you did.
Yes, but I doubt they were going through the steps I was going through.
So you're saying if you had just taken a random shot, you would have done better. So you overthought it.
I looked at the clock, freaked out, and was like, fuck, I need to throw something. And this math that I was doing in my head for the last 30 seconds, I wasn't sure about. And I was like, fuck it, let's just type this in. I was like, maybe I should add a 0. I don't know. It was literally just being told, like, you have 15 seconds, do it. And I'm like,
Braden, which one of the prizes do you want? Either DM me or put it in the comment or something. Whichever one you don't pick, congrats. Ooh, I already forgot.
Were we told that there would only be like one winner, like on the bidding thing too?
I said
before we were told
it's not going to be something you're going to get right, and it's whoever gets the closest. Without going, because then that part would confirm it as well.
Well, then I should have just bid 0, and only one person could pass me.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't. I feel like information was. I would have to go back and watch. I feel like information was shared in a different order. I'm displeased. But oh well.
You can't win everything, Billy. Apparently, Braden's original answer was 8,960 that he was trying to figure out in his head. He also panicked and just said screw it and added and just went to 10,000. So he actually almost completely sniped it.
Yeah.
By about 200 points. Braden, which one did you want? Yeah, what were the prizes again? The prizes were reduce a player's age by 3 years or protect 2 players from any form of regression this offseason. You bidding nothing wouldn't have guaranteed you second. Because if somebody else
only one person
can
get it right and get points.
Huh?
Only one person can get it right.
Right.
And get
you
points.
Don't have to bid, just like you. So somebody else, if they were ahead of you,
I knew I was in first.
Well, that's not my. I can't just because you did your math. I mean,
no, don't come at me if you would have done that. No,
that you were in first.
Not right.
I'm saying
what you just said is not right.
What?
What you just accused me of is not right. I knew.
I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm telling you that it was not announced what the standings were and what the order was.
But anyone who paid attention,
for anyone else, it was
not
public
knowledge. I got all the
knowledge.
other ones right, and no one answered one right before me. I knew that the worst situation I had was I was 1 point ahead of the next person.
This is what happens when Billy occasionally loses, folks. It's always the rules' fault. Braden has taken the age regression, no surprise, which means Tyler, you will get the protecting 2 players from any form of regression. So, Braden, you can use.
I really want to hear the rationale on how just changing
trivia,
the rule with 15 seconds left is rational.
because I realized it was very stupid. No, hold on. This is a stupid conversation, so I'm going to tell Tyler what he needs to hear, and then I'll address your sadness. But Tyler, you would obviously just remind me in the off season when people regress, go ahead and just change it, or just message me, let me know, and I'll change it. If you see anyone lost a dev or whatever, just give me the 2 players, and I'll look at the regression screen and undo anything that they did. And Braden, obviously, just message me who you want reduced. Billy, I had to end up putting a timer on because I realized if I just said take your time, anybody could go into Madden, take a calculator, and literally just add up what it is now and just do like a quick minus and get an idea, which would be ridiculous. That wouldn't be.
I don't think anyone was going to take 10 minutes to do this.
I didn't say 10 minutes. It didn't take me 10 minutes to get this answer. It took me maybe 2 minutes to, on my keyboard, just type it and scroll down. It's all on one page.
I didn't even know that's where you would even get that information. I was just trying to do some math. I don't know everything
you know, Billy.
I'm just saying, setting a rule, and then with 15 seconds left, with stream lag, saying, "Yeah, never mind, we're not doing that."
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry you lost. I'm really sorry. Congratulations to Braden. Okay. Congratulations to Tyler. I'm glad no one else had the same issues, and I'm glad everybody else was able to, go roll with the punches, because obviously this isn't something I was able to. Yeah, Billy should have used your resources. Obviously, it's not going to be perfectly ironed out, and as I said when going into it, it's all just, it's fucking chaos. Welcome to chaos. And, yeah, congratulations, Braden and Tyler. Sorry to anybody else. Hope you had a good time. I'll catch you later.